Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Off Air with Kristen and Casey. I'm Kristen, he's Casey, and it has been a long time since we have done a podcast. We apologize for that, but it's because we have some pretty big news. But before we get into that, we want to, of course, shout out our sponsor, Food City. Thank you for being awesome and sponsoring this podcast. But the big news, don't want to bury the lead. Casey, you had your baby!
Yes, the last time we did this, I was not a dad yet, and now I am, so that's the main reason why we've had this long delay. And the people at Food City, great, by the way, they sent us a lovely gift shortly after we had the baby, so big shout out to Kevin Stafford and Lisa Johnson, all the people at Food City. But yes, it's crazy to think now that I'm a dad. In fact, our little guy is coming up on 2 months.
He is so cute. So cute.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, it's definitely been the most challenging 7+ weeks of my life, but it's also been the best 7+ weeks of my life.
You think the most challenging, really?
Yeah, I mean, I asked a bunch of people, you read books, you talk to people that had kids.
Throw it in the garbage.
But when you come home from the hospital and you're like, okay, this is yours now. And like the feeding schedules, I mean, you feed them, you clean up the bottle, you change the diaper, then you're like, oh, I got an hour. Do I have to do it all over again? And they're crying uncontrollably in the middle of the night. And it's like you're in a bunker and you're just trying to survive, like get through the next 5 minutes. And then you're like, okay, we did that, But yes, I mean, but it's been great the times when they're quiet and, they cuddle you. And there's some times, no matter what people could tell you to prepare you for, you don't understand it until you live it.
I saw Kelly post something and it was like, I've never loved something more, but also been more excited when they go to sleep.
Yeah.
And isn't that the truth? Like you love them so much, like they're this little human, but then you're also like, I cannot wait for them to get into bed.
And just trying to figure out what, they obviously, when they're really new, they don't sleep a long time consecutively. They sleep a lot, but it's more, shorter. So it took us a little bit to get into a routine. Then you get into a routine and maybe he has a bad day or two and throws it out of routine. But obviously I have nothing to compare it to. Obviously we feel like, I mean, he definitely is a baby. We think he's very fussy, but everyone's like, oh, babies are fussy. So again, I have nothing to compare it to, but so we don't know if we got it on the good end of the fussy scale or the bad end. If it's the bad end, I could see that because I do feel like he's fussy a lot, but he likes to be held. Mm-hmm. And when he's great, if you're holding him, but like, it's like you put him down in his bassinet for 3 seconds and then he starts screaming.
He's trained you.
Yeah, he's manipulated us. It took him like 5 days to manipulate us.
That's what they do.
Yeah. So, but it's been great. It's been awesome. And obviously, I've been working just a little bit during this time. We do get some, I did get some paternity leave, but during football season is also, Friday Night Rival. So I've been kind of working like 2 to 3 days a week and doing my Friday Night Rivals duty. So I haven't really been anchoring hardly. No. I mean, just like once or twice, I think since Grant has been born. I know race week, I did anchor a couple of newscasts and filled in for Friday Night Huddle when Heather was out at the race. But yeah, so I have been working a little bit, but I do appreciate all the people that sent messages on, Facebook or other social media, or I see around town, or they've told other people at the station. I do appreciate all the comments, but no, I didn't. Some people have been like, did Casey leave? And, I just haven't left, just not been on TV as much. But that'll change, maybe about another month or so. I'll be back to kind of 5 days a week like normal.
Well, I definitely miss you. It's nice to have somebody to, share the load on the shows with. So, but I'm very happy for you, and you need this time. It's good parental bonding time, and you never get that time back. I only have one, and
so far,
have one so far, and she was born at the end of October, and I'll never forget. I got to spend both holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, with my family, and I spent I want to say 2-3 weeks in Savannah. When at Christmas time. And I'm like, I'll never get to do that again. No. I have not done that ever again. So it's nice to have that time.
Obviously Grant was born in early August. So I kind of had, from when he was born, about the first 2 weeks I didn't work, working. I was working in a different capacity.
Oh, yeah.
But yes,
Full-time job.
yes. But in terms of the TV station, once that high school football season started, I started coming back working, 2 days a week. Then I started doing 3 days a week. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going to continue to do that, about for the next month. And then once high school football season, our TV games are over, then I'll be back, 5 days a week. And then we'll be doing this on a more regular basis.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Because we like the podcast.
Yeah, we do. And it was really, thinking back, the last time we did a podcast was actually before the baseball game, the Speedway Classic. We talked about that, and we both were there and had very different experiences that we talked about, you and I, because you were out of town. And then I didn't get to see you at the baseball game. You were there the first night of the baseball game. I didn't get to see you. And then obviously I wasn't planning on having to go back on Sunday, but they had to finish the game on Sunday. But Grant's due date was August 13th. He ended up coming 9 days early. So I was not expecting August 4th to have Grant come into the world. So that was very surprising because I went to the baseball game Saturday, Sunday, and my wife Kelly went to work Monday morning, and she called me like at 8:00 and was like, "Hey, I'm coming home. I gotta go to the hospital. Like I feel like maybe something's going on." So like I was like, whoa, like I knew it was gonna happen soon, but like when it happened at the time, I'm like, wait, this isn't supposed to happen now. Like I was just like August 13th or
right.
later.
Or
because
later.
most people say your first kid usually comes later, but ours came 9 days early, and so that also was kind of
I blame the water at maybe the classic.
The water.
Yeah, Kelly drank some of the water, or maybe it was the walking.
Might have been the walking. Now Kelly did go to the pre-game concert. She wanted to see Pitbull, and if you blinked, you missed them.
Really? Really?
But she did stay, I think, maybe for the first a little bit of the game, and then left. With the rain and stuff. But she did do a lot of walking, and then she actually went out to the lake on Sunday with some of her girlfriends.
So maybe it was the lake.
They went out on the lake that Sunday, and they were all joking, like, "Yeah, you can't have the baby out here." And she's like, "Oh, I'm still 10 days away." And then it was, 24 hours later, a little more than that. Yeah, when Grant was here.
That's pretty actually. I'm sure they didn't go too far, but imagine if that would have happened, you would have had to drive the boat back really fast.
We were really worried about during the baseball game because on Saturday, there's so many people, cell service was bad. Like we were sending text messages to each other, but never went through. So like there was probably 4 or 5 hours on Saturday where I had no way to get in touch with Kelly, because just it would say messages not sent, so we did we're like, we really hope nothing happened on Saturday, which it didn't, but we also like, oh, that's like a week and a half before. But if it would have, like, I don't know what would have happened because again, we had no way to communicate for about 4 or 5 hours on Saturday.
Someone would have got the message.
Somebody would over the PA, Casey, yes, your wife is at the hospital. Our doctor, the delivered, was at the baseball game. We didn't know he was going. He told us he was going to be there. So we did joke, hey, if Kelly went into labor, we'll put a PA announcement on for you to stop having fun and go deliver a baby.
Man, could you imagine?
I do want to give a shout out.
You would have made national news for that, though.
Might have. I want to give a shout out, though, to like delivery nurses, doctors, staff that work at the hospital. We had Grant at Bristol Regional. They're tremendous. I mean, they do that every day, and how good they are at their job. I mean, it is just, it takes a special type of person to be a delivery nurse or a doctor that does that. And they were fantastic. And I have so much admiration seeing that entire process, because I never had been involved with seeing it like that before. Being in that room and seeing what they have to do is just a tremendous amount of respect, and how it's just second nature to them.
Yep. You're right. They are unbelievable. When I had Riley, this was 5 years ago now, but almost 6.
Almost 6.
But when I had her, I'll never forget, and I don't remember her name, sadly, but I'll never forget, they don't let you drink anything. You can have like ice chips, but you're not supposed to drink anything. And I remember I was so thirsty because I was in labor for so long. And I was like, can I just have a sip of water? Like just a sip of water. And they were like, no. And then we started talking, me and this nurse started talking about, she's like, well, what do you like to drink? And I was telling her, like, I would die for a Diet Dr. Pepper right now because that's my favorite. And she's like, oh, do you like the ones from Sonic? And I was like, yes, like that is the best. Well, ended up, to make a long story very short, I had a terrible delivery, but when I woke up out of, I ended up having to go under and everything. And when I woke up out of anesthesia, she had brought me a Sonic drink she drove to Sonic and got me a Diet Dr. Pepper, which was just so nice. Like, it's like she did not have to do that.
No, she did not. Somebody else brought you a Starbucks too.
Oh yeah, well,
I had to, reading Starbucks trying to order drinks, and I do want to give you a shout out. You brought us dinner recently with Grant. That's another thing. One of Kelly's coworkers asked us if we had done a meal train, and neither one of us like, what is a meal train? Never heard of it. And she explained what it was. So we're like, yeah. So we did that, and people from both stations were tremendous. That was a huge help. Because the last thing you want to think about is cooking dinner with a newborn. So we had about, the first 2 weeks, we either had somebody bringing by food or gave us gift cards. So that is tremendous. And that's something that if other people, in the future, again, I never heard of a meal train, but now I do.
Participate now?
I will definitely participate. Having been on the receiving end of it and knowing how big of a help it is when you have a newborn like that or something other, reason would cause it. But I can say that was a big help the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, so nice. They did that for me too, but you didn't come.
I did not.
No, I just...
No, all you got was a Starbucks out of me.
Well, maybe if I had...
I did come to the hospital to visit you.
Yeah. You did. And you brought me Starbucks, which was very, very nice. But, maybe I'll have another and then there's your chance.
Maybe. You know what?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a full-time job.
But we also have, for yours, Milestone started full-day kindergarten, right? Since we last did a podcast, so that's going to be exciting.
She went to kindergarten.
Yeah.
Loves it. Loves the school. Having a great time.
And all day now too. It's not, before she was doing a half day. So
now she goes all day, and she has done really well with it. Awesome. Like she likes going all day, and
I'm sure you guys do too.
Yes, that's also nice.
Now you got a little more free time on your hands.
A little bit more free time. It gives me time because I work night shift that I normally come in at around 2:30, so it gives me time to clean up the house or get stuff ready for dinner later, so I'm not rushing when I get home to
or running errands without a toddler.
That, or I go to the gym in the mornings now, so that's been very nice.
Yeah, no, it's So I know
you're not quite there yet. No, but you will be.
No, I will be. Yeah,
you're like,
everyone say how fast it goes by, but just thinking about whenever he starts kindergarten, and then it's like, what the heck do I do now? It's been 5 years since I've had a morning where I'd have to worry about, him.
But it takes a minute.
Yeah.
But you'll be all right. But see, I also, when Riley was born, maybe 6 months later, COVID hit. So then it was everyone was kind of inside and you couldn't go do things anyway. So it was.
She was born in October. So kind of right before winter and COVID. Yes, just in general.
So I'm kind of thankful that she was born before then, though, because then it went to shut down, and then we couldn't have any help. Nobody would be coming.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
yeah, we did to try to take Grant on some walks, in the stroller and stuff. But the first part of August, it wasn't too uncomfortably hot, so that was kind of nice. But then the last couple of weeks we've had some hot days, so we're we either have to do it in the morning or we'll wait till after dinner time and try and get out and get him some fresh air and get a little family walk.
We'll give it about 2-3 weeks, and I'm sure it'll be brisk again.
Yeah,
fall is here.
Yeah.
It actually technically started Monday or Tuesday is the first day of fall. Man, and I love the fall around here.
It is, yeah. I know we've touched on this. We also missed our first anniversary of this podcast. Our producer Ethan went back and looked. It was August 29th of last year.
Oh,
was when we did the first one, and so belated 1 year to the Off-Air podcast. And
happy birthday, Off-Air with Casey and Kristen.
That took some time off air, but we're back. And a lot going on this time of the year with football season. Like I said, Friday Night Rivals, been busy with that. We're just about at the halfway point of our Friday Night Rivals season. Our game this week will be our halfway point, so we go through all the month of October. With that, keeps us busy, and you haven't been called on to fill in with Dave yet. You typically been the substitute for when Dave misses his tailgating and all that, the fun cooking and eating that he does with Food City. But the one he missed so far this year, Kid Alexander filled in.
Yes.
That kid had a good time.
Because I was in Boswell trial.
You were.
So Yeah, and I don't think Kit would want to cover that.
Probably not. No,
So-
I mean, it'd be tough to, since you've covered it since
Since 2020.
2020, to throw someone else in there just for one hearing so I can go eat some food.
Yeah. So didn't do that. But
maybe it'll be another one, Maybe Dave will miss another one here.
Oh, I think you meant another Boswell trial.
No, another chance for you to fill in at the tailgate.
Yes, because
I maybe this time you won't forget the grill.
Oh my goodness. I actually saw Kevin Stafford. Speaking of Kevin Stafford with Food City, I saw him at the race.
Yeah.
In the Food City suite. We went and said hi, and he was like, everything's gone good so far. Grill's been actually, I take that back.
Not quite. We did have a little issue with our first game. Should we say it? What the heck, right?
Yes, go ahead.
There's only 6 people that watch this. So the first Rivals game of the year was Elizabeth and the Science Hill. And the grill that Dave and Food City used for the segment had not been used since probably last football season. That's pretty much the only time they use it. So apparently when they were setting it up, I was doing a live shot during the 5 o'clock news.
It's a Blackstone.
It's a Blackstone grill.
Right. And there's pieces, like you have to attach the propane tank to it.
Correct. Yeah. So all this stuff hadn't been used since in about 10 months. And so we have a tent. If you've been to the games, this is WCYB before the games, where Dave and Lisa, whoever from Food City, will cook and talk about all their foods. I'm also there. I talk about the football game. I eat a little bit with Dave. So Dave's, and it wasn't Lisa, was actually not there the first week. So I don't remember who it was from Food City. They're getting this grill ready, and I'm live on the air, probably 15 feet away from where the grill and the tent is. And all of a sudden I see flames coming out from underneath the grill while I'm live on television. And I see one of our salespeople holding a fire extinguisher heading towards the grill. And I see Dave throwing water on it. And then it went like much bigger. And
has he not been to like a hibachi steakhouse?
Well,
like where they pour the water on there?
Yeah, but see, Dave's his explanation was that he was worried that the tablecloth that was underneath it was going to catch on fire. So he was trying to get that taken care of. It turns out one of the pieces that connects the propane tank to the grill was underneath the grill. They thought it had just been lost. So they got a new one, but it was underneath the grill. So that was what was catching on fire, and there was still some propane in it. So that's what caused the fire. So I was live on television, and I was like constantly looking to my left as this fire from the grill. And I'm thinking that this could be the lead news at 6. Like, we burned down a tent at Science Hill High School before the football game. Yes. So luckily,
sponsored by Food City.
Luckily, we had a couple of really overcooked hamburgers, but that was like kind of the extent of the damage. The grill survived. We've used it for the rest of the season. But yes, that was a little behind the scenes for you from the first Rivals game at Science Hill.
I did go back and watch your live shot though, because I wanted to see, and I don't think the general public would realize that
Probably
you were in
not.
panic.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. But see, everything works out. They got the fire out. It didn't cause the tent to catch fire.
Table didn't catch on fire. Just the burgers got overcooked, and that part I think probably got a little, that they did have to throw out that connector piece.
Yeah, and get a new one.
Yeah.
And then just like last year when I forgot the grill, we ended up making it work.
You did. At Honeacre.
At Honeacre. Shout out to them. Still great people. Let us use their grill.
Yeah.
So we always just somehow.
We always have stories.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. Live television stops for nothing.
Exactly. Well, I also, since it is fall, brought us a little fall treat.
Oh, that's right. We got to have a snack.
You want to have a fall treat?
Yeah, we'll have a little snack-a-rooski here, then we'll wrap it up.
I had it at the top, but then Mara spilled my purse. Also, look at this little charm I got for my purse. It's a wiener dog.
Oh, yeah. Your dog Chipper turned one, right?
He turned one.
Yeah.
And I saw this. And have you seen those Labubus? Do you know what that is?
No.
I knew you wouldn't know what that is.
A Labubu?
So Labubu is really big. Ethan will have to throw up a picture. But a Labubu is like this new trend that these girls are getting for their purses. And they're like little animals that you put like on your purse.
Like a stuffed animal.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I think they're creepy. I would not personally, but they pay like hundreds of dollars for them. I would personally not put that on my purse. And I was like, who puts things on their purse? Like, just carry a purse. And then I saw this wiener dog at TJ Maxx. And I was like, I've become that person. I put a wiener dog on my bag.
What's it called again? Labubu?
A Labubu. Keith Weiss, our boss, actually knows about the Labubu. He was talking about it.
Oh,
So this is what do you think this is?
that's an oatmeal cream pie.
Yes, but
I think we have some of those in our cupboard with pumpkin, right?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's a
I know. I haven't had it.
Oh, you haven't had it?
No, I have not.
It's
No.
a pumpkin spice oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah.
And I specifically, they've been in my pantry too. And I haven't tried it yet because I was going to wait so that we could have them and share it on the podcast.
Yeah, Kelly got some. I have not had them yet.
So we're going to have to try it. Pumpkin spice. You can get these at Food City, by the way.
Oh, look at that. And now I will say this is an appropriate time to eat these because we're in late September. I mean, Halloween's a month away. I mean, it's
Cheers.
the people that eat like pumpkin spice in July.
Do you like pumpkin spice?
I don't drink coffee.
Okay, but this is pumpkin.
Well, I just tried it. I haven't. Just the first time I ever had it.
This is the only thing you've had pumpkin spice?
I mean, I've had like muffins and like.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like pumpkin pie.
This is good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
That's it?
I don't know. There's a lot of things better than this. I mean, it's good though.
I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
There you go. Try the pumpkin spice. Oh, and speaking of pumpkin spice, I'm trying to get sales to sponsor this. I've never ever been like, they should sponsor this for me.
Yeah.
But you know what I want them to sponsor for me? Explore Bristol is doing a pumpkin spice trail in downtown Bristol. And so every single business that participates has something pumpkin spice themed.
Okay.
How fun would that be?
For you, it sounds like it would be awesome.
We could both do it.
No, I don't need to do that. But yeah.
You'd be great at it.
I wouldn't be. If I tell you what, in fact, why don't you have Kelly go with you? Make it it's going to be a Saturday or Sunday during the fall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you do that. I'll stay home with Grant, watch football.
Will you watch Riley too?
No, I can't. I believe me, I can't. I have enough time doing one kid. I was
You're
really
gonna
proud of
have 2 or
myself.
3.
I watched during Rhythm and Roots.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly went there both days, and I had long stretches with Grant. Made it through, no issues. It was. I felt very accomplished. No, I mean sometimes he was crying, but I'm like, hey, if I need to stay home and watch my little man, and it's on a weekend during the fall, I watch football anyway, and so I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, Kelly and I went for lunch and pedicures.
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago, and
but that was during the week. Though it wasn't much fun. It wasn't as much stuff to keep me occupied.
True, but you have a home camera security system,
yeah,
and so we peeked in on you, and
I didn't know that.
Well, it looked like
that's an invasion of my privacy.
It looked like you were doing good.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, I had I think on Saturday.
You were sitting there holding him one arm and on your phone in the other.
Yeah. Saturday at Rhythm and Roots, it was about 9 hours they were gone. I had him my brother did stop by, as well, but he's not real helpful in terms of.
He didn't change a diaper.
No, he didn't change. He will. I think he fed Grant maybe once, but yeah, he's not going to change a diaper or anything. My mom though will change. Feed him all the time.
Of course, she's used to it.
Yeah, but Adam's not as helpful in that regard. But he did come over and he was moral support. He helps with Bristol, the dog.
Yeah, and he's around now.
Yeah, my mom and brother moved here. That's also something that's happened since the last podcast. Whenever we told my mom that Kelly was pregnant and this was gonna be her first grandchild, and
she said, "I'm packing my bags."
She's like packing the bags and going to move to Tennessee. So
we got to get Mama Kwan to do that too.
She's here sometimes. She kind of a part-time resident, but maybe she can be a full-time resident here, like Mama gets.
Yeah,
and then they can become best friends. Yeah, neighbors, and
could be cool.
Live the retired life together. Do whatever retiree people can do.
Yeah, and my brother too. He can move up here too. Get him a job.
Excellent.
We'll be good to go.
And then we'll be the breadwinners for the families. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
But yeah, no, so that's also a big help. But yeah, so and I'm going to be watching Grant again because I think this weekend is Hoppy Possum.
Yes, in downtown Bristol.
Yeah.
And it's Oktoberfest. So
yeah, so I said, let me check. We got the Ryder Cup this weekend. Okay. We got college football, some great games this weekend. Yeah, go ahead. I got Grant this weekend.
I know. I do have to MC an event this weekend for the
Ooh.
American Cancer Society.
During the Georgia-Alabama game.
Well, it's 6:30.
Okay.
So I think I'll be able to do it and then, probably get home.
How about this, though? I'm just saying, I'll do Saturday and Sunday. I mean, Friday, you look at the Ryder Cup starts, which is an amazing event. But I probably won't be able to see a ton of that because we do have a football game on Friday. But Saturday, you got 36 holes of the Ryder Cup. You have LSU, Ole Miss. You got Alabama, Georgia. You got Penn State, Oregon.
So you're not leaving the couch.
I'll be going up to change diapers or maybe taking a walk around the neighborhood. Sunday, I got my Steelers playing at 9:30 in the morning in Dublin, Ireland. Ryder Cup. It's a great sports weekend coming up. So
you're gonna have to order some wings.
It really is nice, you have a little baby as an excuse. I can't make it. Sorry, got the kid. So I'll stay at home and yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's actually how my husband is as well. Last weekend. What did we do last weekend? Last weekend was Rhythm and Roots. Yeah. So I was busy. And then he worked all weekend. He worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so he told me, which is just, a long time. It's just exhausting. 12-hour shifts, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm sure it's exhausting. I wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
But then on Monday, he was like, I'm not doing anything this weekend. Don't even ask me. And I know it's because also that, he will be there right with you watching the games. Maybe he'll just want to escape to your house and
yeah, he can bring. Well, I'll tell you what. If between 2 kids and 2 dogs, they all came over, it'd be like a nut house. I'd rather be at, anywhere else than that.
Well, he doesn't have to bring the dog.
Because I have one dog and 1 kid, and those 2 together are that's enough.
Yeah, that's what Kegan says. I'm like, let's get another dog. And he's like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
So
I also want to give a shout out to Bristol. Because last week the VT game was back. We did it on TV. Tennessee at Virginia High. First time they played in 6 years.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad that
I thought you were talking about your dog.
No. The city of Bristol.
It's like,
both Bristols. No. The dog's not getting a shout out. But just the fact that the VT game was back, it was so cool to be able to broadcast that on Rivals. It was a packed stadium. That was the biggest crowd I've ever seen at Gene Malcolm Stadium. So it was great. I mean, it wasn't a great game after the first quarter, but it was awesome to see the excitement, the energy, how many people showed up. Also, and again, Rhythm and Roots was happening as well. So, I mean, it was very crowded in Bristol on Friday, but kudos to both schools for, getting that game back on the schedule, and hopefully they can continue doing that for many more years. It's great for Bristol.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love to see that rivalry. Good.
Let's see, anything else we know? We have a lot. There's probably a million things we haven't touched on, that's happened in the last 2 months since we've done this, I guess. But we try to touch on a little bit here. Maybe we'll try and do this again, maybe before I'm back full time.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we can try and get back, and so all is good.
Just checking in with everyone. Hope everyone is doing great.
Yeah, we're both doing well. We're good. We're here. Just life's a little different.
And Casey's not been axed from WCYB.
No, have not much. Some people would like that, but
no one would like that.
Okay, but yes, no, I'm still here, but just doing my football stuff. It's because even in a normal year, no parental leave. My news anchoring duties get cut down during football season anyway, during Friday Night Rivals. So now this just has made it to a whole different level this year with the timing of Grant's arrival. But yeah, so
we're so happy he's here.
Yes.
Yay.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks again to Food City for sponsoring the Off Air podcast. And we will see you sooner than we did the last break.
Bye.